Hi, Liz. Demetrius here. So this is a quick video I told you I'd put together for you, really kind of highlighting what I do and how I do it, and how I help small businesses generate uh, more traffic and get more clients through the door. And so what I did is I typed in physical therapy Colorado Springs, and you'll notice there's three businesses showing up here. Now this is what we refer to as the Map Pack. Now, these businesses have created a Google listing or a Google business profile, as it's now called. It's formerly Google My Business. And uh, this is some prime real estate because probably anywhere from 6 to 7 out of 10 people that are looking for a particular service, in this case, physical therapy, are going to stop here and they're going to either click on their website or they're going to give them a call or submit, a contact form through their website for that particular business to reach out to them. And so, showing up in this space is huge for a small business, and the fact that over 50% of calls or leads are going to come from this space. So the first thing I would recommend is creating that Google Business profile, and it's free to do. And when you do that, just make sure you fully optimize it. And what I mean by that is uh, Google's going to give you a list of slots to input information, and use as much of that as you can, right? Specifically, the name of the business, address, phone number, your website, even a business description. And with that business description, include some of the keywords that you want to rank for, like physical therapy, Colorado Springs, and and I think you can use up to 750 words, and so try and take up as much of that space as possible, right? And the next thing is citations. Now, citations are anywhere that your name, address, and phone number show up on the web. Most businesses generally are somewhere around 10 to 20 or 30 citations, right? So those are things like directory listings. Think of Yelp or Dex Yellow Pages. Even your Facebook business profile will give you a citation. And so things like that, right? And the more you can do, the better. So again, those are citations, your name, address, and phone number, and then obviously reviews, right? Because that's the social proof. Shows that that not only you're good at what you do, but people appreciate what you do, right? And so reviews, as you notice here, the number one competitor of yours is Total Function Physical Therapy, and they have 167 reviews. The next one is 76, and then uh, last is 34 reviews. And so they play a huge part in, again, just showing you as the authority in your space. And so we want to get into the map pack, just because that is essentially a billboard that works for you 24/7. And once you get in there, it's free, right? Like it's not like having a physical billboard on a highway or something, right? This is something that generates a lot of traffic and revenue for businesses. The next thing I want to talk about is organic listings. And so here we have web pages that have been ranked through SEO. And the thing with Google is that it's really an open book test, and Google will show us what needs to be done in order to get into these spaces, right? Now, you'll notice here that Total Function is at the top in the map pack, and they're also right at the top here, number two spot, organically. And so just think of yourself as a consumer. How likely are you to uh, click on that business's website or give them a call if you're needing their services, if you see them in multiple spots on the first page? Kind of let that be a rhetorical question, but you can get my point here. And so Well, let's go and take a look at Total Functions webpage and see what they have going on. So, you notice immediately right off the bat, they have a call to action, right? And they have multiple locations. So these guys here, they have, they're downtown in their Research Parkway location. Now, when it comes to ranking a web page, half of that comes from content, right? Uh, Primarily homepage, but all in all, just and content throughout the entire site. And these guys have a ton of pages. I look here; they're about they have one, two, four pages. Then a what we treat section, and each of those is its own page, right? And then a how we treat, which is generally kind of a services uh, section, and in there, right, again several. So just looking at that right off the bat, that you guys have almost 30 some odd pages on their site, and so again in Google's eyes, they are building a lot of trust and authority because they have a ton of content on their site. Now let's scroll down and honestly, their homepage does not have a ton of content, but their overall their overall site does, and so they've gained a lot of trust there from Google. Now the next thing is backlinks, and those are essentially votes to a site. And how backlinks works is the more relevant the backlinks, the stronger the votes, right, to your site. So, for example, if um, you are linking to, say, another physical therapy webpage that's in Denver or Los Angeles or Miami, right? You're going to gain more votes than if you were to link to, say, Pizza Hut, right? Because it's not relevant. You're in the business of physical therapy, not selling pizzas. And so, uh, what we do is write articles, comment on blogs, things like that, and we'll leave a link of your site to pull some votes back to your site from whatever that site is. So in this case, these guys have 825 backlinks, and out of that, 145 are really what's sending the votes back to their site to help them get here, right? So take a peek at your site, just kind of real quick here. Let me kind of button things up and let me know what you think. But my initial observation, right? There's no call to action at the top of the header, right? Because most people aren't looking through their desktop; they're searching from their phone. And so, first, we want to make sure that your website looks good from mobile, and if not, we need to fix that. Um, and there's also some things on here that we can kind of tweak and mess around with to make your on-site optimization better. But uh, right off the bat, that's kind of the first thing I notice, right? No call to action. Next, content. Um, could have a little more content, but I love here that the images and descriptions. Also, should do some interlinking, right? So interlinking is linking. So say again, I mentioned like how these guys have multiple pages. So here, like where you have manual lymphatic drainage, right, for your services, right, like each of those should be its own page. Each service should be its own page. And so what you would do is you would link that image to the page that goes with manual lymphatic drainage, right? Um, and just kind of continue to build that out. Obviously, it's that's something that could take some time if you're doing this yourself, um, but if you outsource it, you could have that done within a week's time or so. But really, that's kind of the key takeaways there. Um, and then notice you had, or is it back on the home page, your Facebook business profile, right? That's awesome. However, it's showing up as Google down at the bottom there. But your Facebook business profile is awesome. And then if we could add a Google business profile as well, that would be great. So really, the key takeaways here are citations, right? Get the Google business list profile up, right? And get citations, name, address, and phone number on the web. Then, as far as a web page, content, and then backlinks, right? Votes to your site. So that's really the big three: citations, content, and backlinks. Um, and so, if you would like to know more and what this would look like for as far as next steps, just let me know and we can go over that. But we're kind of longer than I wanted to go, but I wanted to make sure I touched on all of those things for you. So let me know what you think and talk soon.